Hello, Joe. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Welcome to another week of the Charles and Joe Show.
I know. I love it.
It's, it's so exciting. We love this. We love this. And what are we going
Yes.
to be doing today, Joe? What's our topic for the day?
Well, we are talking to my friend Christine, who she does sound bowl healings and yoga, and she is located. Lovely Christine is located in Scott's Head, which is about, I want to say, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes down the road from me, south, like going to Sydney.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So we're
So
going to do a
yeah.
bit of a sound healing.
We are. We're going to find out all about sound healings today.
Okay. So let's bring Christine in. So welcome, Christine, to the Charles and Joe Show.
Hi, Charles. Hi, Joe. Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. So, you've got a beautiful setup there, Christine.
Thank
So you've got passion in your bowls. How good is this?
Yes, these are my toys, my babies. So, yes, I'm excited to share them with you today.
Mm.
And what got you into sound healing, Christine?
Well, sound healing has been quite a little just follow the breadcrumbs kind of experience for me. First experienced it in a Kundalini yoga class, and it was quite the introduction because it was an enormous planetary gong. So it was a really intense sound, and the frequency and the vibration literally, woke me up. And I'm like, what is this? I want more of this. I want to feel more of this. And yeah, it got me into such a deep meditative state. All the noise in my mind just immediately disappeared, and I just wanted to experience more. So yeah, I experienced that, and I just started by getting a few little toys along the way, and over the last 5 6 years I've finally got, I think, enough instruments for now. I could keep buying more, but I feel like I have enough for now to create a beautiful experience for people.
And good on you. Good on you. And what are your favorite instruments that you use, Christine? What would you gravitate towards as your favorite?
Well, it's hard to play favorites. You can't play favorites, but it depends on the environment, the situation I'm in. So I actually started with a Tibetan bowl. And in my yoga classes, I used to just do kind of three like chimes at the end just to hold space. And then that moved into placing the bowls on bodies because I experienced someone putting it on my body, and the reaction that I got from people just experiencing the vibration on their body was, it was really like a strong thing. And people were like, oh, I love that. What did you do? So yeah, this, I would like, it's a favorite because of the experience people get as a sensory, sensation. But I can't choose favorites. They're all my favorites. I can't, but
And
that was
they're all
my,
good in different ways. They're all good in different ways, Christine.
they all have their different job. Yeah. So
Is that a rain stick at the back?
here's a rain stick. I know you love rain sticks, Joe. So rain sticks I love to use kind of midway through a sound journey. So when I hold space, it's kind of like a little wave, literally like a sound vibration current. So I like to start off kind of with an experience of the body on the bowls on the body, and then the rain stick's kind of like a cleansing kind of midway thing I like to just walk around with, and I kind of hold it from the top of people's bodies and I wash it all the way down their body and then up again. So it's kind of like, I imagine I'm cleansing when I'm using the rain stick. So it's another favorite. So because it's another beautiful, you can feel that they're getting a nice cleansing feeling when I walk around with it. So yeah, that is a rain stick. And I've got here today, I've got crystal bowls, and I have always kind of been drawn to chakra work. So it was no surprise that I was called to get a chakra set of bowls. So they're all, they relate to each of the energy centers. So I love working with them. And I've got a little period, which is like a nice high frequency kind of sensation as well, and a chime. Yeah. And I've got a small gong over here. I've also got a drum. So yeah, I've got quite a few different experiences.
And the pyramid, Christine, where do you use the pyramid? Because I've always wanted a crystal pyramid to have over like my healing table so I can use it over my clients, like their crown chakra or their third eye. But how do you use yours?
So with mine, it's another one I walk around with. So I walk around a lot in my sound healings. Like when I'm doing the chakra meditations, I'll sit and I'll play each chakra bowl and I'll do like a little guided mantra. But with the pyramid, I will walk around with it and kind of just gently circle around the crown of the head. So it's interesting that you were called already just to do that. So, and it's a nice piece to sit over your crystal. So it's a nice way to charge them up again as well. So I like to sit it on my altar with some crystals underneath that I'm working with, in that week or in that moment. So yeah, it's another favourite. I have actually broken 2 crystal pyramids. So this is third time lucky. I said if I break this one, that's it. And I'm very, very careful with my babies, but sometimes they don't want to work with me anymore. And I've allowed them to come and go. But this one has been with me for a while now. So third time lucky.
That's a really good thing. Where do you source your bowls from? Where do you source your pyramids from? Do you go to like retailers or do you have amazing people in your world that create them for you, Christine? How do you source those?
A variety. So my first bowl was a gift from a yoga student who would go to Tibet quite a lot, and she was an importer. So that was where my first one came from. But would you believe I actually got my bowls from eBay about kind of 6 years ago, and they were a really big investment at the time. But I couldn't choose which one. I couldn't choose, like, because I've been working with chakras. I'm like, how can you choose which chakra you want to work with? You've got to work with them all. So yeah, and then music shops, yeah, all different. I feel like when the instrument I need to work with, I need it, it'll just somehow find its way into my world without looking too hard. So, because I could buy an instrument every week, but I have to behave.
And then you've got to work out how do you incorporate that instrument into your sessions as well.
Well, obviously, when I've got a new baby, I will be excited and I'll try and make that the start. But now, after doing it for so many years now, I kind of have my little rhythm where I know where it's going to fit in. So they kind of show you. They show you. It's like an intuitive kind of thing. So it's a feeling, and yeah, they kind of show you. Okay, I want to play now. So. Or sometimes I'll start with that, which will surprise me sometimes because I'm like, oh, that wasn't in my plan, but I'll go today. I'm going to start with this instrument. So, yeah.
Do you incorporate your sound bowls with your yoga now, Christine?
Yes, I do. And I used to just do like the 3 simple little, completion gongs at the end, but everyone loves a sensation on the body. So, but I'll mix it up. So, like some weeks I'll bring the rain stick, or some weeks it's a body bowl, or I might be really called to bring in just one of the crystal bowls. So yeah, I definitely do. It just brings a nice element into my classes. And sometimes, you think you're being a little bit, out there and woo-woo, but everyone always loves it and wants to know more. So, yeah, they're always a nice little add-on.
Yeah.
We love woo-woo, Christine. Don't worry about the woo-woo. I was very blessed once that I was able to stand in a very big brass bowl. It must have been 60 centimeters across. And the Reiki practitioner, she whacked it. And she just gave it the biggest and strongest hit she could give, and the vibration through the body. And it went for minutes. And she goes, just stand there, Charles, until it's done what it needs to do. And it was amazing.
Yeah. And I know traditionally in Tibet, they will place it, like I have got a bigger one than this, and they get you to stand up and place it on your head. So you balance it on your head, and then the vibration just ripples all through your body. So yeah, it's a medicine tool. So Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fascinating. And I think now we're getting more and more onto this sound frequency is a healing frequency of repairing the nervous system and getting us into a deep state of relaxation. Sorry, my camera's moving.
That's
Sorry.
okay. All good, love. That's all good. So,
Uh-huh.
and that the camera's just reacting to the sound, Christine. That's all good.
It
How
might
do you
jump.
find Sorry, love. How do you find when somebody will come in for either a yoga session and you play the bowls, or you might just do like a sound session? How do you notice the difference in the person from who walked in to how they are when they've walked out?
Oh, it's my favorite thing. It's just you can just see their face changes, their whole energy changes. So it's yeah, and it's always oh thank you so much. I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. The feedback's always I don't know what you just did, but it feels amazing, and that's why I do it. I want people to feel amazing. That's the whole point.
Yeah. And I know I've seen people that I see where I used to work. We used to sell some singing bowls, and people would come and play, and you see them come in, and they're so anxious or on edge or highly stressed. Then they just have a bit of a play for a while, and the first thing they do, they just drop into relaxation. And
Yeah.
it's such a powerful thing where you just see this little crystal ball, and they've just got the striker, and they're just going round and round and round, and that's enough to make them present, and it's just dropped them out of whatever fears or worries they've had for that moment into calm. And that's the most amazing tool.
Oh, and if you're playing them too hard, they're going to sound terrible. So you have to be gentle and careful and really present with them. But you have to slow down to get the that momentum, that sensation. So yeah, it's my favorite thing to do to meditate. I'll just sit and I remember when I first got them, just time. It's one of those things that I do that you're not thinking about time. So it all and they always go quickly. The sound journeys always go really quickly, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even get to play this, so because it's just yeah, it's a moment where time kind of pauses for a little bit, which is a really beautiful feeling.
Mm. Yeah, time
I
can
feel
stand still.
sometimes.
It's good.
Oh,
Sorry, Joe,
sorry,
go
Johnson.
on.
Oh no, I was going to say I feel sometimes that it also helps people, let go of some emotions that they are not that's not being served by them anymore. But I think sometimes also it's a little bit more mainstream. People might go to it just to see what it's like, and it's not such a mainstream thing, and they're mainstream. I'm not explaining myself very well, but I feel like it's getting more and more present that anyone will go to a sound healing more so than saying coming to have a clairvoyant reading, for example. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But,
I remember when I first went to one, there was only, and this was on the Gold Coast, only one person did it, and it was amazing. It was on the beach, and it was such a beautiful, beautiful experience, and it was just so magic. They do it on the full moon, and you'd be laying on the beach, so you've got the sound healing just of the ocean, and
mm.
yeah, it was a really nice way to experience it. But now I feel like it is everywhere, which makes me so happy because it's showing that they're feeling it, they're feeling the effects, and the more people in deep rest, the better. Like we're in a much better place when we're in relaxation. So
Well, it's like the ripple effect, isn't it? The more people that are rising higher in vibration, the better it is for our lovely earth. So, yeah.
yeah.
And do you ever do like a cacao ceremony with it as well, or with some of
I
yours?
personally have never done cacao ceremonies, but I would always bring tea and I'd make little cacao chocolates just because I felt my responsibility. I know people were driving and just to come back into your body. So cacao is really grounding. But now I think cacao is a really beautiful ceremony to do with sound healing as well. But everyone always loved my little chocolates, and I did them in little love heart shapes. So I was sending everyone home with love.
Yes.
But, but everyone, yeah, you need that time just to come back to reality because some people are just I've had a lot of interesting feedback. I've had people have like visions and, out of body experiences and that they surprise themselves that they could feel that from one sound healing. And I think it's just when you're dropping in with no expectation, sometimes you get those little mystical experiences that you're not expecting. And sometimes I have people snoring and they just haven't slept and they're like, I can't believe I slept. So, you know, it's such a mixed bag of reactions. But yeah, I've never had anyone say, I wish I didn't do that. So doing okay. Always.
It's nice that they always see the positive out of a sound healing session. We had a man came to where I work, and we used to offer them on a Friday on a new moon. And this man was starting his chemotherapy, and as you said, Joe, it's becoming more mainstream. So he wanted to supplement the medicine with sound, and he would come every 4 weeks and just listen to these amazing sound bowls and the healing noise that was coming from them, so that his body could just receive what it needed to receive at that time. So I think you're right, Joe. It's becoming more and more mainstream. And as Christine said, you're starting to find it everywhere. It's coming up everywhere. And it's very, very, it's very the now. It's very the future of healing as well.
Yeah, which is exciting.
When we get our shed, oh, sorry, I was going to say, when we get our shed done at Alchemy, Christine's going to do some sound healings there.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, Christine, how did you learn? How did you go about finding, like the bowl came to you, so that's fine. But how did you go about learning the process of putting it all together, or was it just intuitively you just thought, right, I'm going to practice, I'm going to play, let's go see what we can create?
Well, at first it was intuitive, and then I thought I better do a course or something just to see that I'm, you know, holding a safe space. I knew I was holding a safe space because my intention was, you know, it was pure and it was for people to feel really good. But I was lucky enough, I've done a course. It was 2 years ago. So there's a man called Avicii Baranhan. I should share his information. He's a musician. He's got CDs and all. He's quite famous in the sound healing world. So I did his course, which was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And I did another online one with a girl in Hawaii. I was just called to her through a friend. She's like, you'd be really interested in this girl. And I followed her and I ended up doing her course, which was amazing as well. But the positive thing was it was just confirmation that I was doing the right thing, and, you know, and it was a beautiful surprise for me that my intuition was pushing me in the right direction. So, yeah.
And that's good. You trusted it.
I trusted it, and I played, and I think that's why I love it so much. It came from just playing it and having the confidence to actually share it. Because I'm like, I'm feeling so much from it, and I was seeing such positive feedback just from a little bit of sound healing at the end of my yoga classes. And then I'm like, I've got all these instruments, I can make a ceremony out of it. I know. And I just, the confidence, I don't know where it came from, but it came along, and I can't imagine not doing it anymore. So yeah, I've done it at baby showers and yoga studios, Pilates studios, just small events. And I think people just love doing something special with their friends and loved ones that, you know, it's something different. It's a shared experience. So it's a really extra special thing to do with a group of people. So I'm very
under
grateful.
your name, Christine, under your name, we've got my.heart.compass. Now, that's how our people can find you, isn't it? That's your Instagram handle.
Yes, that's my Instagram handle. So would you believe I got that name from a poem I was reading on the back of a loo out in doing a massage course many, many years ago. And I'm like, oh, I love that. My heart's compass, because it's, you know, and for me, it's just following the direction of your heart. And I'll never forget, I had to change spaces where I was teaching yoga, and I ended up teaching in this little scout hall. And in the middle of this scout hall on this beautiful timber floor was this big compass. And I'm like, okay, this is good. This is going to stick. So that's where my heart compass comes from.
Okay,
Sitting
so
on
viewers, we get all of our viewers to go and follow you at My Heart Compass or my.heart.compass. And then they can interact with you, Christine, through there, and they can see whatever events you might have coming up, or if they want to do like a private session. Do you do private sessions for people?
I do. So they can find me there. Disclaimer, I'm not the best at social media, but I will. That's my point of contact. And I know I've got a put myself out there more, but that's where you can find me.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
Christine also has done some retreats, haven't you? Like you've come along to other ladies' retreats to do like a sound healing and things at the end.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot of retreats now. So I feel, I just love being in that space because everyone's there and they're being there because they're wanting to do something really, really kind for themselves. So it's a really beautiful environment to be in. So I've done quite a few little retreats now, and I just did one last week with a beautiful lady that comes to my yoga. She had a retreat at her house. So yeah, they keep coming into my world, these retreats. So it's something I love to do.
Fantastic. So when you do a session, Christine, particularly like the sound sessions, how long would it go for? Is it like a predetermined amount of time, or you think, as you said before, because you lose track of time, but do you sort of set aside, I got an hour, let's go, or is it just going to be, I got time, let's just play and see what happens?
I'm mindful of people's time. So when I say I'm going to hold a sound meditation, it'll be for an hour. But I notice people start wiggling at around 45 minutes. So it's like everyone is just completely out to lunch for 45 minutes, and then I'll notice people coming back in their bodies. So, and I do like to integrate them back into reality. And that honestly, it takes a long time to bring people back. So I weave that into the time. But yeah, around an hour, I always allow people time. So yeah, I just observe the wiggling, and I'm like, people don't want more than this. This is the perfect amount of time.
That's a really good indicator, isn't it? The movement of people, they're starting to get itchy and fidgety, and it's like, okay, I'm starting to come back. So that's a great cue. I've never looked at it like that. That's perfect.
Yeah, because they're out, and people can be snoring. And I always start off a session going, your neighbour might accidentally start making their own sound healing, and just give them a really gentle, loving nudge, because no one wants to be that person taking over the whole room. So yes, even though for me, I personally get chuffed, and I'm like, oh, this is cute, but I'm like, it could affect the person next to them.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Excellent.
Good. No, this is great.
Do you have any more questions, Charles, or do you want to let Christine do a little sound healing?
Christine, if you wouldn't mind doing a sound healing, our viewers would love that. Is that okay?
Oh, it would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure.
Bless.
Just taking a moment now to tune into your breath, and just allow every exhale just to bring you into this present moment. to gently come back. Just noticing the breath return. Just finishing with your hands on your heart. Just connecting to that vibration beneath your hands. And just let every breath, every heartbeat bring you back.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just doing weekly classes at Scott's Head at their beautiful little hall at the school. And I hold monthly sound healing here as well. So if you're interested, let me know, contact me, and I can give you the information.
Fantastic.
Okay, so connect with Christine on Instagram, my.heart.compass. We popped it up so that you could see it while the sound healing was taking place. And then that way Christine can give you the schedule for where she's working in Scott's Head. Is it Scott's Head? Is that right?
Yes.
Yep. And then that way, if you're interested and you're up in that area or you're even holidaying in that area, go and enjoy, go and try something amazing because you'll feel energized, you'll feel uplifted. And then I like what Christine does. She just brings you back. So she brings you back to the modern day gently and then you're back into life. So very well done, Christine. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us this week. It's a pleasure having you on board.
Thank you so much for having me. It was my pleasure.